Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County home on May 2nd, 2025. Since then, there has been no sightings of Jack and Lilly, and still yet today, 7 months later, we have no idea where they are. We are going to be breaking some stuff down tonight, and is there more items found that we're just now learning, or what's the deal? We're going to talk about it on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is December 7th, 2025. Can you believe that? It is currently 7:19 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, my darlings. How you doing? Good to see everyone. Hopefully, you all are in the Christmas spirit. I pray for each and every one of you. Very thankful to each of you, whether you're new here or old here. It's been a good year, and I just am so appreciative of each of you. I just wanted to start out with that and let you guys know that I absolutely adore my pearls. Whether you are always in chat or you just stay in the bushes, I appreciate you. And I just want you guys to know that. Tonight we're talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. It has been 7 months of no answers of where Jack and Lilly is. And that's tough, right? That's tough. These children need to be found. And whatever happened to them happened. And justice needs to be served, right? Let me say a few hellos before we get started in here. Hina, good to see you. Peggy, hello. Kate, good to see you. Robin, Anna Banana, Debbie Fox, Susan, Cherie, Mama of an Angel, Kim Kester, Brandy, and Indy. Lisa, good to see you. Robin, Glenn Game, Melanie, Dawn, good to see you. Tina, hello. Portia, hello. Angel, bonjour, lovely. Lady Gracious, hello, darling. CJ, hello. Golden Star, always. Shelby, 97, hello. Susan, good to see you. Graham, hello. Linda, bonjour. Susan, hello. Pam, hello, darling. Brandy, good to see you. Kim, Robin Groom, Sassy, hello, darling. Deborah, thank you for joining. Hello, Susan. Everyone, thank you all so much. Really, really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Butterfly Kisses, for renewing the membership, my dear. Good to see you. Really appreciate that very, very much. You're an OG here for sure. Thank you, Butterfly. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, my friend. And 1946, Pammy Bear. 9 months. How are you doing, man? Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really do appreciate you. May God, thank you so much. I can always use the prayers, and I appreciate that very much. May God bless you and yours this holiday season and the upcoming new year. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Oh, you gifted 5 pearl necklaces. Thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Really do appreciate you, Miss Pammy. Bless you. Thank you so very much for your support. If you received one of those pearl necklaces, make sure you give our dear Pammy Bear a big, big thank you. I really do appreciate you. Where is that confirmed at, American Justice? It was confirmed that the shirt and blanket was BW daughter stuff. Who's beat? I'm really bad with initials. You'll have to help me out. BW, not related to Jack and Lilly. Happy 17th birthday, Sebastian. Yes, today, and I did a community post earlier today, is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers from Hendersonville, Tennessee. It is, Brad Wong. Well, we're going to listen to a little part of it, so we'll see. I just need to know who it's been confirmed by. Has it been confirmed by Brad? Or who? What else? Yeah. So say a little prayer for Sebastian today, if you will, as well. He is should be with us, right? Should be. I don't believe Sebastian is alive, in my opinion. I pray that I'm wrong, but I feel it's highly unlikely. And all of that. So just say a prayer for these babies. God knows. Donna Smith, you just hit your so much for your support, Donna. Really do appreciate your support, my dear. How you doing? Merry Christmas to you, darling. Appreciate you. And Melanie, thank you so very much for gifting a pearl necklace. Very kind, my dear. If you received that pearl necklace, make sure you give our Melanie a big, big thank you. Thank you so much for your support, my love. And thank you for being a member here on the channel as well. Here is my darling angel. God bless her. Keep her in your prayers. Been through 2 chemo treatments, only 2 more to go, then onto radiation. Please pray. Angel, praying for you every night, my girl, every night. Love you and appreciate you. And if you need anything, we are always here. You know that. We know that. Thank you for love you, darling. Appreciate you. You are a rock star and you are going to kick its ass and send it to hell exactly where every cancer cell belongs ever. And I can't wait for the day, hopefully very soon. And hopefully the good thing about AI is I believe it can really, really help us in that fight. That's one good thing I am really looking forward to with AI. A lot of scary things as well, in my opinion, but the medical field and our health, it's Lord willing going to do great things. So, love you, darling. You stay strong. I appreciate you. My babies. Oh, bless you, darling. Thank you so much for 3 months. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. And thank you so much for your continued support, my love. Um, requesting prayers for my family. I lost my. Oh, hey, sugar, sugar. Of course, absolutely. Keep hey, sugar, sugar in your thoughts, prayers, good vibes, whatever that is good. Please send it her way. Yeah, that's hard. That's very difficult, to say the least. Yeah. All right, guys. So I am going to be back live late tonight, uh, talking about summer wells because yeah, you'll want to be around for that. I'm sure if you're up and a night owl like that. But I do have a picture of one of the things that they supposedly had found there, and that is what they had supposedly that the lady was talking about that called into DT's show the other day. However, someone in chat did say that, according to them, I have not been privy to that, but I'm not doubting them in any way because I have no idea about this. That's what I was really wanting to ask you guys about this piece of clothing. And someone was saying that it was one of the neighbors' children's, I believe it was. Hey, Tina. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Back and all having such a good one. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you. Yes, Tina. Thank you so much. Well, you know, like I've told you guys, I had a murder in my family before I was born, but it's in my immediate family, immediate family, and very similar to Josh's situation. I've not spoken about mine publicly. It's very difficult, to be quite honest with you, but it affected my family to this very day. And I get it. I understand. There's a lot of trauma that happens, and it's really, really tough, you know. So thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate you. I luckily don't have to do radiation because it was cut out in emergency. That's amazing, Ron. That's amazing. Okay, so this was Check text. Thank you, darling. Appreciate you. How are you, dear? Okay. I got it from Charmaine, so 1000%. I believe it. Charmaine texts me and she says, just FYI, please know that Brad Wong says the blanket, sweater, and bath mat belongs to his daughter. Not sure if that's what you're talking about. Okay. Gotcha. I won't read the second part, but I gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. All right. So there was a little bit of inaccurate information, I think, according to one of the callers on DT show, which is, not his fault by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll just kind of go on with the next segment then and continue. Hey, Angel Wings, good to see you, darling. Yes, that's what I was just talking about. 1990 AGOD, for sure. And thank you so much for your continued support. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Thoughts and prayers and hope. Again, I made a community post earlier wishing him a happy birthday and also calling out the county and TBI to hold their feet accountable. They need to get on the same page and work through it. I swear, Chris, he is doing some really good things in Sebastian with the cameras and all of that stuff. So keep our friend Chris from Mob Crew. Keep watching him. Chris and I were really, really working on Sebastian's case for a long time. He's, has more time than I do when it comes to the computer stuff. I'm gone during the day, so I wish I had time to do more things like he's doing, but he's doing amazing over there. And I admire his grit that he's putting into the Sebastian Rogers case. I do believe that hopefully he will eventually, that Sumner County and TBI will have no other choice but to look at, in my opinion, his compelling evidence. Because there was someone certainly in that road the night that Sebastian vanished. And he has a lot of sources in that neighborhood, and so do I. And I can tell you that the neighbors know. The neighbors know. So there's that. So thank you so much, Angel. I just got on a tangent, but I couldn't help myself, to be honest with you. I couldn't help myself. It's his birthday, and it just is sad that Seth is the only person, guys, can you just think about this a second? You see parents like John Ramsey, who has never stopped fighting for his daughter. Decades later, you see people like Beth Holloway, Natalie Holloway's mother. Decades later, now we've got answers on Natalie finally, just in the last couple years. But then there are these cases where their parents don't advocate for their missing children. Like Jack and Lilly. Like Sebastian Rogers, in my opinion. Like Don and Candace Wells, Summer Wells' case. How can you not advocate? And this is the thing. I give it my all. I pour my heart and soul into my channel, my little channel here. But I can't advocate for them like they can. There is no better advocate than the parents. There's no better advocate than the parents. But when the parents, just go on and live their life, like, in my opinion, in some cases, like they wanted to, Malaya, Daniel, Edgar, KK, Don, Candace, how selfish. How selfish. Because most of us would just want to lay down and die and give up or fight like hell, but still feeling like we want to die. Yep, CJ, exactly. Cough, Daniel. Yeah, 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 Zach. It's beyond. It's beyond. In Sebastian's case, I think that they tried to allegedly give him away or get rid of him anyways, with the hospitals and all that stuff. So there's that. Thank you so much, Angel Wings. 19 months. You're a rock star. Thank you so much for your continued support, my dear. Good to see you. Jamie Johnson. Good to see you. Appreciate you, Jamie. You're very kind. Welcome to the Pearl family. Appreciate you. Enjoyed, always enjoy having you in here, but enjoyed you in Dr. Vanna's chat the other night. Love Dr. Vanna. You guys make sure you're subbed up to Dr. Vanna as well. I think her and I agree quite a bit on this case. She doesn't know all the details. She wants to be, caught up on some of the things, but the way she was talking the other night, she just gets a suspicion, a weird feeling. I don't want to speak for her, but about Daniel, you know what I mean? So it was really good being in there the other night, and I really enjoyed her. And hopefully we're going to collab soon and do some things on maybe her channel and my channel. So thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate you very, very much, my dear. Good to see you. Christine, you're very generous, honey. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much, Christine. Appreciate you very, very much, my dear. You are very kind, and thank you for being a member here on the Pearl family, my love. Good to see you. Catherine, hey darling, how are you as well? Thank you so much, Catherine. You're an OG girl. Thank you so much for being a member, and thank you for your support, my dear. Appreciate you very, very much. Hey, April, good to see you, my dear. Thank you so much for your support. Really, really do appreciate that. You received one of those pearl necklaces. Make sure you give our girl April a big, big thank you, dear. So crazy having options to view the live in 2 different formats. It's something to get used to. It really is. It really is. Okay, let's get into some stuff here. Want to get into a little bit of this document, some of the facts of this case. Just different things in this document as well. Guys, do me a favor if you haven't yet, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Labs Parrot Bunny. That's funny. Thank you, my dear. Very kind. Thank you for those kind words. All right, here we go. Let me get myself over here. Over here. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Whoever made this document, I've got some documents I've made similar to this I can show you guys as well. But this is like a master document, and they did an amazing job. So kudos to these folks, whoever made this. Good job. So, one thing that I have spoke to someone recently, and they were talking about the initial search of Jack and Lilly, and I can't remember who said it. I want to say it was Malaya's cousin. How it might have been in the documents as well, but this person I spoke to who was searching in the area uh, confirmed it. And Daniel was out of his head. Okay, thank you, Charmaine, honey. Thank you so much. Daniel was out of his head the first couple days of them searching for Jack and Lilly. He would not look anyone in the eye. And he was going 90 miles an hour. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Yep. He was going 90 miles an hour and would not really speak to the family. Yeah. Yeah. And so I was thinking about that, right? I was thinking about that. How was he the night the kids went missing? How do we like, how was he the night we went missing? Because the day that they went missing and the couple days after, he was, um, in my opinion, but by what this individual told me, was he was high as a kite. And that got me thinking because he wasn't looking anybody in the eye. And again, I think that's even in the documents or someone said it really close, but the person I was talking to, she's like, he would not look anybody in the eye. And it made me think of paranoia. Paranoia, paranoia. Was he paranoid? Because the math does that. Oh, yeah. So many people, adults, get extraordinarily paranoid. I've spoken to you guys about the this man. He was married to a woman, but she was kind of the mind of a child, to be quite honest with you. And he took advantage of that. But they had kids together. And one night he was smoking the math and he wanted everyone to be quiet. Shh. They're coming for us. They're coming for us. Be quiet. And kids aren't quiet. They are not quiet by any stretch of the imagination. Right? And what did he do? He unalived him. He unalived his children. Actually, he unalived one, and the other one was hurt, but not deceased, thankfully. In so many of these cases, it's the math. The math is, in my opinion, one of the most violent of all the rugs out there because of its nature. It's a mental it's not a, it's a mental high. It messes with your mind, right? There's the rugs out there, that will give you the mental, but it'll give you the physical, right? This just pumps up everything, pumps up everything. And Daniel says that he, put that thing in the door because of a bear. And listen, there has been bears in his yard before. I've seen a picture. That could be true, but it could also be because of the math. The math, right? Hey, Joy, it's good to see you, honey. Robin, Southern, good to see you. What's up, everyone? And so yeah, I was really thinking about that. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Ooh, what's this? 1 second, guys. 1 second. I just got something. Give me 1 second. One second. Hold on. Let me message someone back. Which video? Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Shows bath mat in these t-shirt is what Chrissy witness says Jenna and Alvin found at 10:45 a.m. Okay, here's more pictures. Thank you so much for that, Charmaine. It wouldn't surprise me because I mean, even Daniel says the TBI told him that the shoes or the shirt or the blanket rather was, sorry, I'm looking at a shirt and I said shirt, was planted. And here's another one right here. I guess that's the bath mat right there. Why? That's, I mean, how did that get there? Is my question. Like, how do you get a bath mat and all this shit down the road? That's what I'm saying. Why is it outside? But they also found like a burned shirt. Remember that and stuff? It's like, what are these people doing with this stuff? I don't understand it. Yeah, and Alvin, Janie McKenzie's brother, was supposedly over in that area around 10:45 a.m. allegedly, I'm hearing. I got a lot of questions for Janie and the brother. I don't think Earl knows anything. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what I'm hearing too, Joyous. Yeah. So there's that. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy, right? Okay. Carolina, thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. 2 months, girl, coming in clutch. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. Okay. Luscious girl, thank you so much, my dear. Appreciate you very much. And thank you for being a member here on the program. I really do appreciate you. And thank you, Stanley Pool, coming in clutch 5 months. How you doing? Good evening, Justin. Could we see the crazy Daniel chicken, please? Well, you twisted my arm. Yay, 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 yay. That Daniel one will never get old. It'll never get old. That's so funny to me. Yes. Hey, house music, good to see you. Hate it when you're late. Well, you can go back and replay and just put me on double. Just put me on double mode. It's been a while, Jen says. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to get an answer from someone. So please, last one, Jen. I'm hearing that, does Janie really have a heart condition? Does she really have a heart condition? I mean, that's something I'm sure that you guys have a version of what we call HIPAA here, and all that. But how did they determine that she had a heart condition? What they would have a community mailbox at the end of the road. I doubt they have mailboxes for that for each individual address to be delivered. Yes, her heart is missing. Hold on. All right. I'm going to play something here. Credit goes to our friend DT show. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Link is provided in the description. Let me see here. Here we go.
It's not all of them. Well, obviously, they're not going to be truthful to all the questions. Nobody is truthful to all the questions because there are questions in which the investigator is going to ask you to lie. Those are baseline questions. So no one is going to get a 100% accuracy or 100% truthful on a lie detector test because you're going to be asked to lie.
And no, you're that's one thing. Your test, that's how they're calibrating it. Those do not count in your accuracy test. That's absolutely not true. That is how they are getting a baseline. That doesn't count into your score. Now, how they do lie detector test, right? It's minimum of 3, no more than 5 tests, individual tests. They're going to ask you, you're going to do 3 tests minimum. And you're going to answer the same questions. Like if they give you 4 questions on the first test, they're going to give you the same 4 questions on the second test. They're going to give you the same 4 questions on the third test, up to 5. No less than 3, no more than 5. So you're going to answer those same 4 or 5 questions 3 to 5 times, right? But before that, they are going to do controlled test, and that's where they get your baseline. And when they get your baseline, they are giving you questions that they know that is either truthful or a lie, right? And then they're going to see where you fit along that. And then after you do that, then they're going to ask you these certain questions, the questions they want you, again, 3 to 5 times. Every time you do that test, they are going to score the average of those 3 to 5 tests but the controlled tests are not included in that score. 1 second, y'all. Okay. That's not what I was. Someone sent me a clip too, but I just wanted to say
And
that.
you're going to be told to lie so they can get a baseline, so they can determine what it is
Yes.
that your reactions are when you lie, so that they can see if
That's true, but it's not counted in your score.
there's a pattern there when they're asking
Counted
you
in your
questions, when they're wanting you to tell the truth. Yeah, 100%. That's why they said they were truthful when they asked these questions. Because they obviously couldn't say it was 100% of the questions, because then that would have been a problem. You know, if they came back saying, "Hey, we can't tell whether you're lying or not," then you're not suitable for the lie detector test. You know, and that's kind of what happened with Janie. She had a heart condition of some sort, and it made her unsuitable because her heart did not fluctuate when she lied.
Okay, so are you saying she's a compulsive liar? I mean, to me, that's what it sounds like. Someone just sent me this clip. To me, it sounds like Janie's just a compulsive liar who doesn't know the hell that she's lying. I guess I'm surprised Daniel didn't fit into that. I mean, doesn't it sound that way? Okay, let's listen to that again.
There's a pattern there when they're asking you questions, when they're wanting you to tell the truth. Yeah, 100%. That's why they said they were truthful when they asked these questions. Because they obviously couldn't say it was 100% of the questions, because then that would have been a problem. You know, if they came back saying, "Hey, we can't tell whether you're lying or not," then you're not suitable for the lie detector test. You know, and that's kind of what happened with Janie. She had a heart condition of some sort, and it made her unsuitable because her heart did not fluctuate when she lied.
So Janie's heart doesn't flutter the same. Salty suspects, it gets worse. Really. Janie's heart does not fluctuate when she lies. I guess it beats a different way. Well, yeah, the meds can regulate your heartbeat, which is uh, I find interesting that I personally believe that they should do drug tests because you're supposed to be honest. It's pretty much an honesty thing, but before you do a polygraph, in my opinion.
So she was unsuitable. That's the whole purpose behind it. That's the whole reason why they didn't, they tried to give her a lie detector test, but when they asked her to lie, it came out the same.
Mhm. Okay, so I'm going to call her now Junkyard Janie Dahmer. Janie Dahmer.
And so they told her it's possibly a heart condition that she should go and get checked out.
Oh, fuck. What? So she didn't even know she had a heart condition. Heart condition. So she could either be, in my opinion, and again, I'm not a doctor. I'll ask Dr. Vaughn. Dr. Vaughn, I don't know, a psychopath or she could have a heart condition. So she's not taking medicine, I guess. What the hell? OMG. That's crazy. Hold on, why is it not playing music? Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay. So she didn't even know she had this. Salty says it because Salty keeps saying it gets even worse. Oh God.
When she told me that, she was kind of breaking down and things like that, crying, and she's like, I can't handle any more bad news. And so she's
Well, would Janie take there's other types of lie detector tests, right? Would she take a voice analysis? Would she take the retina test? Right. Yeah, because asthma and COPD can slow down your heart. High blood pressure, certain. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Daniel said he was extremely nervous when they asked him the question. You take clonidine for your heart. Yeah, that's also for your. I'm not a doctor, but for your blood pressure as well. It makes you most people sleepy.
just going to live with the possibility of having some sort of heart condition, and I'm saddened by that. I hope she goes and gets it checked out.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If she's got some sort of heart condition, she needs to get it checked out.
But I think EquiSearch probably would have a better chance of finding remains or the kids in the Jack and Lilly case than they would in the Summer Wells case. I think that there's some.
I think, EquiSearch, they've been on Summer's case since the beginning, and they know a lot more, and they told, except the county was really bad to EquiSearch. They were very prideful, in my opinion, about Summer search, and they said that they believed that they could have helped a lot more and even likely found her if they would be accepted back, but they never called them back.
Something nefarious.
And EquiSearch is the best of the best. On Spirit Seeker Squad, we did a fundraiser for them for her birthday, and we raised like $5,000 or $6,000.
Yes, there. I really do. I think that there's a possibility that she wandered off, maybe not necessarily wandered off, but just went to go play in the yard, so to speak, and or on the property. Let's put it that way. Went to go run around the property, and she came across the wrong person, or came.
I disagree with that, but does he talk more about Jack or Lily here?
More like a temporary worker, and he was familiar with priest's name and Ziggy.
Just trying to see if he's got anything else with Jack or Lily. Okay, here we go.
Story straight according.
It's really rare because with Daniel here, with Drunk Turkey, I normally agree. Him and I normally agree on cases. We just don't agree on this one at all. Hey, Cheer Brooks. Cherie Brooks. Thank you so much, dear. Appreciate you very, very much, my love. Thank you so much for gifting 5 gold necklaces. Very kind of you. You received one of those. Make sure you give our girl Cherie a big, big thank you. Really do appreciate you, Miss Cherie. And thank you so much for being a member here on the Pearl family. Really, really do appreciate that.
To the RCMP docs before Justin went and spoke, but after Brad spoke. So Brad spoke to law enforcement. 2 weeks later, Justin had spoke with law enforcement to give him his side of the story. But just before he went in.
Not that he wanted to wait 2 weeks. But I mean, they was literally out in his yard.
Brad had gone over to his house.
But remember, it took the RCMP how many days to get the blanket out of the trash can? Like a day or two to get the other part of the blanket out of the trash can.
And Justin admitted that Brad was telling him that it was Daniel who he was hearing. Brad was trying to convince Justin.
Mm-mm. He wasn't trying to convince him. He was just telling him what he saw. But this is the thing. Brad, they both heard. Well, one said he saw Daniel's and heard the car that night. And the other one said he was hearing a car. They got to talking about it. He's like, yeah, I heard that.
The vehicle that he had heard that night was Daniel's vehicle for him to tell that to RCMP. So, I mean,
he didn't say tell Daniel the vehicle that it's the RCMP. That's not true.
I think it's weird. I think it's odd, but does that mean that he's that he had something to do with anything? No. And to me, there are some footprints in the Jack and Lilly case that kind of make it not necessarily impossible, but
well, I have, again, when I started talking about this blanket, Daniel would not acknowledge the blanket for who reported it first? I can't remember. I can pull up the document and see. I can't remember which one reported it first, to be quite honest. I think it was Justin. Okay, let me see here. Justin. Hold on. Let's see here. Someone probably remembers. Oh, I'm not going to look right now, but yeah. Well, but Daniel said when I was talking about this blanket, Daniel then texted and said something to the effect of, I can pull it up. I've shown you guys here 1,000 times, but who finds a blanket directly across from the footprints? Come on now, right? Let me see here. I might have it right here. Who come on now is what he says. And I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that, especially about, think about it when it comes to him denying it from the beginning. He was the only one that denied it, and he's the one that says he threw it away, but Malaya says she threw it away as well. So there's a discrepancy there as well, right? Let's see here. He says it somewhere right here. Only drugs on the property were Malaya's. Yeah, right. But Daniel supposedly says he's going to be quiet now, which is interesting. Darren's story is exaggerated to force pressure onto the parties involved. Only Ruggs on the property was Malaya's. I've been vocal since the start about finding the kids. We all decide. Lily and Jack are the only goal I have. Let's see here. I've got it somewhere. I've got so many texts from Daniel. It's crazy. He's so jealous of Cody in these text messages. So jealous. Okay, what does he say here? You want to demand more searches? We have Big search is the only, because Cody, he doesn't want to see them. Okay. Let's see here. Not yet. They have boots on, and Lily has her white backpack with strawberries on, and she should be in a pink, and Jack in dark colored clothes. Jack has dino boots. Lily has pink boots. Let me see here. Also, there's been a claim that Daniel says that Jack got out before in a school. Remember, they live close to a school, and that they found him. Has that been verified by anyone? Has that been verified by anyone? Because I find that convenient, coming out months later, right? She said they're gone when we were both outside. I've never understood that. Oh, look at this. I just now noticed this. Up here in the corner. Remember how I was just saying that I was talking to someone who was there and searching in those times? No, this is Daniel. He is such a projector collector, is what I call him. He says, no eye contact. He's talking about Malaya. Malaya wouldn't give any eye contact. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. He wouldn't give any eye contact. He's saying that Malaya wouldn't give any eye contact after she got out of, I guess, the ambulance. But Daniel, you were the one that was not giving any eye contact. You were the one running around like a math junkie. That was you, bro. And it took the RCMP 12 minutes to arrive on site, and Malaya's mom was here a few minutes later. You are a lying sack of caca for that, Daniel. You know that is not the truth. And I have shown the text messages between Malaya and her mother. She was there 2 hours, or maybe even longer, I can't remember, after Jack and Lily, after the 911 call. It was like afternoon. Oh, he certainly does, Zach. He certainly does. Yes. She lives 1 hour and 16 minutes away. You tell me if that's strange. Why are you wanting to project that on the mother of Malaya, her grandmother, kid's grandmother? It's just crazy to me. She's a psychopath. I know this because she displays the traits. Did you learn that in your $11.99 course, Daniel? And was only waiting, and I was only waiting for one trait to be exposed, and that was no empathy. And I finally seen it on full display when she never shed a tear that day of the disappearance. It's fucking beyond sad. My heart breaks for Malaya. I'm looking for that text. It's annoying me now that I can't find it. I told investigators, polygraph her family. That's just crazy. He never wanted me to go. Everything he's doing is odd. This is, yeah. Malaya says everything he's doing is odd, and the police advised him to stay away from media. Now, that's not exactly true either, because the police said be mindful of what you say. Um, 1 second, guys. I apologize. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. He's caca. Yep. But I just now noticed this message to stop contacting me, and he's tried to steal money from my account through Timo because my card was attached to his account, so everything is not right. Is she alleging Daniel tried to steal money from her right there? Is that what she's saying? Holy hell. Thank you so much, April. Really do appreciate you, my dear. Welcome to the Pearl family. Y'all welcome April. And Kelly, welcome, Kelly. April, appreciate you very, very much. Thank you so much for your support, my dears. And good evening, everyone. Thank you for keeping this case alive. I'm so sick of the lies. God, bring light to this case. Amen. Thank you so much, Andrea. Appreciate your continued support, my dear. Wow. Don't mess with the Temu monies. Hell no. You're not getting my free item, right? You're not getting my free item. Daniel, it sounds like you said the only drugs on the property was Malaya's. You sound like the math head there, brother. Stealing her damn Temu money. That's very interesting. I'll find it in a second. Malaya asked me when she knows the kids were back. No, I ran through the house searching. Okay. Fuck it, I'll find it in a minute. I can't sit here and drag this. We'll figure it out in a second. All right, let me continue with this, what we were doing here, because someone told me to play this. Okay, here we go. Okay.
But make it very, very improbable that Bradley Wong did something to Jack and Lilly, and Jack and Lilly were able to leave boot prints down the pipeline. So those two things probably don't exist. So that's why I'm saying even with Fred Hill, he just because he looks very weird and suspicious doesn't mean he did anything. It's just,
I mean, I think Fred looks like everyone in that holler, pretty much. I mean, he's, same mullet as the men and women in that holler.
There's some weird stuff there. It's just weird stuff, just like with Brad Wong.
I don't think Fred has anything to do with it.
Searcher showed up. Did Daniel give you the route he searched before Searcher showed up? He's told me the route. I don't have it written down. He didn't. I'd have to go through so many messages, but he told me that.
Well, as you guys showed me, as I pointed out, and to me, what is very suspicious about Daniel, the way that he said months ago, which way he actually said it in this chat as well. I said, Daniel, which way did you go? And he told me which way he went, which ironically, Justin and Brad said, now think about this. Justin and Brad told what they heard. One, like the same day, the other one maybe like 2 weeks later or whatever. But then Daniel says which way he went, and it is exactly the way Justin and Brad heard it. Exactly. Now, Justin and Brad are not psychic and they're not mind readers. They have no idea. Exactly, Joyce. They had no idea what Daniel told the RCMP or us here. Actually, if you go to DT's channel that he did an interview with Daniel says which way he went, and then he said he went down past the train tracks, come back around, and go the other way, which is precisely what Justin and Brad say. Precisely. And neither one of them could have known that unless there's no unless. How would they know what Daniel told the RCMP? Again, Justin or one of them was just the day later. If they didn't hear it, if they actually didn't hear Daniel's car. Now just think about that a minute. Right? Think about that a minute. It's crazy. Crazy to me.
That he woke up, and this is just off my memory, so this could be inaccurate. And so if it comes out different than anybody else's, this is from a long time ago too, but I could have swore you said something about he ran out there, ran along a couple of different places, like in the backyard off the property where he thought they could have been, went back, got in the Pathfinder, and then went up Lansdowne Station Road and came back, or somehow came back off of Lansdowne Station Road. And as he was pulling up is when law enforcement was arriving. So it must have been about 10:27 a.m.
So my question is, I would like to know what these dirt roads that he drove on. He insisted in my chat, I can again show you the text messages I've shown you guys before, that Daniel says he never went on any paths whatsoever that the vehicle would not allow him to. I would like to know where he was walking up to his waist in water when he almost slipped and drowned or whatever. Which culverts did he check in that, 10 minutes he alleges? Did all of this, the culverts and all of this? No way. Not a chance.
Because that's when dispatch has them arriving on scene, and that he parked in the second driveway. I believe that's what he told me.
No, he didn't. Ruby, thank you so much, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. Justin, you work so hard. I don't see how you keep up with yourself. I appreciate. Thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Really, really do appreciate you. Truly, thank you, love.
To that effect. I'm probably missing some details there, but he also did mention that he did not have his phone, that he left it behind out of panic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's real convenient as well. And so, like I've said, you're going to leave your phone, but you also say that you are looking with your light in the culvert with your phone. He said that he was looking with the light in the culvert with his phone. I find that very convenient as well. Have the cops ever confirmed he was wet ever? No, not that I'm aware of. You know what? That would be a good question to ask this person that I'm speaking with. If she was. I don't know, Joe. Not anymore.
Is that a red flag?
Not yet.
It could be. It could be. You know, he's arriving back home, you know, without his phone. So it's like, all right, well, where were you? However, if I was the RCMP in this case, one of the very first things I would have done is I would have asked to have gotten that 2017 Nissan Pathfinder that I believe it was a limited edition, which means it's one of the upper end echelon. And that's what Daniel told me. It had all the bells and whistles, navigation, GPS, all the whole 9 yards. So it should not be difficult to determine where that car went for law enforcement.
I do agree with that. If that vehicle was used that night, it shouldn't be too difficult. But I will say this because I know this to be a fact. Many times, it depends on the brand as well. It's not as, if you don't have your phone, it's not as easy for law enforcement to track your vehicle if you don't have like satellite radio, particularly, or things like that, because the it will overwrite, the vehicle overwrites its memory pretty quickly. And that's what happened in the Barry Morphew case. That's why they couldn't find Suzanne. It overwritten where the trip that he went and buried her out in the nowhere land, wherever, you know, she was buried in the desert there. So it does rewrite itself very quickly, but I do agree with that. And I think hopefully they did check that. Yes, I am joyous. Yeah, I'm just using the audio.
Enforcement. So although you and I may not know, you know, where the car went per se, law enforcement should have an idea of where it may have gone, how long it was gone. They should be able to get.
Now, they should be able to, one thing that they should be able to do is check. It'll know how many, you know, if it didn't override itself, it'll know how many miles the vehicle went, what doors was opened, even. Does anyone know what year that Nissan is? I'll do some more digging in that Nissan about the thing.
Key cycles, GPS locations, and those type of things. And my investigation or my questions with Daniel about that, he had no idea if law enforcement had picked up Malaya's vehicle. He knows that they towed it, which tells me that they probably did do some sort of investigation into it, because they towed it from his property. You know, Malaya could have easily gotten anybody to go out there to pick it up and take it to her, but it was towed. And the relationship between him and Malaya had already ended when they had towed the vehicle, and he had no contact with her and stuff like that. So there was no way of him knowing how long RCMP kept the vehicle that he was in. But I would 100% believe that RCMP looked at that vehicle, downloaded what they could from it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't have a P.O. box right now, soldier girl. That's what I told him. Yeah, I do think that they got what they probably could off of it, but I'm not sure that they got. And we don't know that vehicle was used either. In fact, I believe it was not used that night, in my opinion. I don't think Malaya's vehicle was used that night at all. I think that they are bar, I think, well, think about this. You go to what Justin and them said. They said Daniel's car. They didn't say Malaya's car. They didn't say Malaya's car. They said Daniel's old loud car. Right? So that would not be Malaya's car. I wonder if Janie was drying his pants when she wouldn't let police in her trailer. I don't know. I think the four-wheeler was used at some point as well, but I don't think the four-wheeler was used that night. Exactly, Callie. Exactly. Daniel's Subaru. So there's that. There's that. Okay. What is this? Okay, just let me pull this up real quick. Guys, if there's anybody in Fort Worth, Texas area, please take a look at John Richardson here. John Richardson. 24 years old, brown hair, green blue eyes, 6 foot, so he's tall, 130 to 150 pounds. Fort Worth police is looking for 24-year-old John Richardson, who was last seen at a friend's home in Fort Worth, Texas around 11:30 p.m. November 30th. He hasn't been seen or heard from since, and his family and friends are worried about his safety. John has a silver hoop earring in his left ear and a tattoo on his right forearm. Anyone with information about his whereabouts is asked to contact the Fort Worth police at 817-392-4222, 817-392-4222, and the case number 250091257. Again, let me show you a picture. Fort Worth area. Please take a look at that. So many people going missing. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I do believe, in my opinion, that there is. I wonder about his condition that night, Daniel's condition, because of what is in the documents, but also what we were told. I was told, rather. Justin, has Janie said anything lately? No, she's crawled into her trailer for the winter.
Area right up to the top of the.
Her and the dog's name. Damn, what's the dog's name? Damn, it's going to annoy me now. Tucker. Her and Tucker. Me and the dog, we are in our Nova Scotian trailer for the winter. I told Daniel, don't be bringing any hoes in. I'm done with it. I will kick you the hell out, Daniel. Okay? You have stressed me out. You've stressed Tucker out. Look, he's fucking hairless because of you. It's cold here in Nova Scotia. Damn it, you son of a bitch. And when I say son of a bitch, that's me.
To the dirt road, came back down here, and came back down the side of the road, came back down here, and came back up the same spot. I went back into the house. By the time the cops were here, I don't know exactly what time. I didn't take.
Wait, am I past that? Oh, here it is. 1 second. All right, listen to this.
I didn't get up because I thought he was yelling for Jack and Lilly in the house. So the next thing you know,
Okay.
I was.
First of all, when she hears Jack and Lilly, and this morning, out of all the mornings, she is the one that always and this is documented, what they said. She always lets them know when Jack or Lilly are outside. Right? That's what Malaya and Daniel and Janie said. They always let her know when the kids are outside. But here, she said she thought Daniel was yelling a little bit later when she heard Daniel yelling, but she didn't think nothing of it for them to come inside. But she didn't this specific morning. Why was your habit off that morning? Why was her habit off that morning? Because if Jack or Lilly was outside, and they aren't normally supposed to be outside by themselves, like you guys claim, then why didn't you call that morning? Thank you so much, Ruby. Appreciate you, my dear. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold here. It's terrible. Now listen to this.
Came out of the trailer after I heard Daniel, about, I'd say, 10 minutes after I heard him. I come out of the trailer. I opened up the door, was standing here. Malaya was standing right here.
Now, again, what mother is going to be sitting there, just standing there with a child on her hip, just standing, not looking, not terrified? This is just like a conversation between the two. Janie says, "What's up?" Malaya says, "2 of the kids are missing." What do you mean 2 of the kids are missing? How long have they been missing? Malaya said, "About 20 minutes. Malaya wouldn't be knocking on Janie's door before that? What did I say, Rachel? I don't remember what I said. Oh, congratulations on your new law, John. Andrea. You go, girl. Job. I thought Malaya was standing at the rock pile. Well, there was a little rock pile here or whatever. But Malaya is not exactly, or knocking on her windshield, or at least knocking on her damn windshield. Janie, come out here. What? Why are you at my windshield, Malaya? You know I don't like you anyways. Why are you at my windshield? Where's Danny? Did he go get a rock? Why wouldn't you do that? Now, what's interesting is Daniel says Malaya was on the phone when he comes back down after 20 or 30 seconds. 1 second. He says Malaya was on the phone with 911 when he comes down. off the hill, in that 25 seconds. And Malaya, she says when she was on the phone with 911, she has to go inside, turn her Wi-Fi off, and stand in a corner. Well, that's not a corner when you're standing out there talking to Janie at all.
With Meadow on her hip.
Listen to this.
And I come out and I said, "What's up?" She said, "Jack and Lily are missing." I said, "How long?" She said, "About 20 minutes." I closed the door, got my boots on, came out here, ran up in the woods. Just right up here. The kids have a little fort that they made out of sticks and fir branches, and that's where they go. You can see them and hear them. We went for walks in the woods. I had to practically carry Jack through the woods because there was no way that he was walking through all that tree falls and bushes. I did this whole area. There's an old road up back. When I got up to the top of the hill, I met Daniel. And I said to him, I said, "Did you find them?" He said, "No." He said, "You coming with me?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm going to search this area." Because when she told me the kids were missing, you automatically think they went into the woods. That was my first instinct. So I went up and I did this whole area, this whole wooded area, right up to the top of the dirt road, came back down here and came back down the side of the road.
She meets Daniel. But Daniel, how did Daniel take his car back there? How would he turn his car around back there either? Does Janie have a bad hip? She's got a bad attitude, that's certain. And she's got to wash a spinner. And like I like to say, sit and spinner. You can sit and spinner, okay? On this. Sit and spinner on this. Okay. Tracy, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you, my love. Thank you so very much. Isn't it suspicious that they didn't check with Janie to see if he saw the children? That's exactly what I'm saying, Tracy. Yes. That's exactly, precisely. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Appreciate you. And thank you for being a member as well, my love. That's exactly what I'm saying. Malaya is just standing there with a child on her hip, and she's not knocking on Janie's door because Janie is the one that always tells them that Jack and Lily are outside. Right? So the first thing you're going to do after you make a conscious effort to look inside and to glance outside, your overall property, is you're going to go to Janie's trailer and you're going to knock or just walk in and say, "Mom, have you seen the kids? Janie, have you seen the kids?" That's the first thing. They certainly did. They did have to cut the tree out back there because it was closed. It was closed. Absolutely. Justin, thank you for the wash a spinner. Yeah. Sit and spinner. That's what Janie said. That's a Janie joke. Thank you so much. What's up, BS? 7 ounces. Didn't dogs hit on drive and where? Okay. The dogs did hit in the driveway. Yes. In my opinion, that's because of the bus the day before or a couple days before. I think that was their most recent scent of them being out there. That's my opinion. But yes, they did hit in the driveway. Mhm. I think Malaya was asleep when it happened. I don't think the story really happened. I don't think anything of this morning happened. Please tell me she was not planning to rehome them tarps for the pool. Okay, Rachel. Well, this is the thing. She actually says that she wasn't out there doing raking or anything that night. She said that in DT's chat. I don't know. I don't know, Sean. I don't know, to be honest with you. Hey, Mama's the bomb. Good to see, honey. Lazy mothers who don't care, like MBM, in my opinion. 1000%.
Oh, come back down here and come back up the same spot. I went back into the house by the time the cops were here. I don't know exactly what time. I didn't take my phone. The cops were here.
Well, Janie, again, we learned that Janie could not take the polygraph test because there was either something wrong with her heart or she's perhaps a psychopath. I don't know, but she didn't take her phone. And she was fighting them about letting them in the property, in the trailer, in the very beginning, which is very interesting to me. Again, I don't think Janie did anything to Jack and Lilly. I don't. But I do think she, in my opinion, knows more than she's telling. Right? But yes.
There was a bench sitting here, or a sawhorse, it's over there, was sitting here. I was sitting on it, bawling my eyes out. I was crying because I blame myself for not getting up that morning to see the kids. Because if I would have got up, this would have never happened.
It would have never happened. Yes. Yep, Maria. And like I get that. I mean, this is the thing. Most kids that goes missing, they just like walk off or whatever. It's just one of those things. They actually go missing. But for the small cases that we cover, we cover the other part, the small part of where parents are not really making any sense. They try to be accommodating because it's, very stressful times in most parents' life, but they need to do their investigation too. People should not have been allowed to stay in that damn home that night. At all. At freaking all.
Okay? That's why I was crying.
We've heard a lot about the patio door.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go see that.
Sure.
So this is the patio
This
door
is the patio door
that Jack and Lilly would have
that Jack and Lilly came out of.
I just noticed that they have a trash can right here as well. They have a trash can right there.
Jack and Lilly came out of.
That's a heavy damn door. It's a filthy ass door too. Damn.
And so tell us why we've heard about the patio door.
Because everybody's saying on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok that the patio door makes a noise.
I don't give a damn if it screeches louder than you, Janie. I don't care. If that door screeches louder than you when you yell at Daniel, I don't care if it's louder than Daniel's Subaru. I don't care if it's louder than Daniel when he buys salt instead of his Coca-Cola. I don't care. I really don't care. Because I don't believe any of this happened that morning. At all. None of it. And that's why the RCMP, according to Daniel, his words, we think you did something to the kids. His words about what the RCMP told him. We think you did something to the kids. And we think something happened to them Thursday night. Now, if you are on the other side of, and you believe Daniel, have you taken that into account? Have you taken that into account? Mm-hmm. Hey, Wolfie, good to see you, my friend. So I think that's pretty compelling. But I also don't believe Daniel when he says something to the effect of we the RCMP officers didn't know anything about the case. No, Mousy. It's nothing was found. I thought we were going to talk about the shirts and stuff that the lady called into DT show, but it's been
And why they didn't hear the door open. The bedroom is back there. Okay?
That bar window.
The last window is the bedroom.
And so they would have come out this door.
They would have come out this
that
door.
morning.
Yes.
And then they went and played on the swing set.
Yes.
And that's when you heard them.
That's when I heard them. Right here in this area here. I plan on putting a pool up this year for the kids. You need level ground for a pool. That's what I was doing. I was leveling out the ground to set up a pool.
Janie. Right. But why did you say in DT's room that you weren't doing this stuff? Oh my God, get a rooster. She said she was going to put a fence around it and all of that. She makes no sense.
And this is the Thursday.
This is Thursday.
Right.
Friday, all the investigators, search and rescue and everything. Right around here was where they found the only footprint.
This is where the boot.
This is where I was raking that night. That's where the boot print was found. In the mud where I was raking.
I thought there was two.
Where I was raking. Fuck. Hold on. I just messed up my camera. Where I was raking that night. Right? Where I was raking that night. She said it. right there. Well, isn't that interesting? Oh, Jane. That's your word. So why are you saying something different now? Junkyard Janie. Oops, hold on one second, guys. Goodness gracious.
Boot prints.
There was
back.
supposed to be a footprint found away up on the pipeline.
Right.
Malaya sent me the picture of it. That's all I know. There was a footprint found.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, the footprint was here. The only one that they can confirm that was Lily and Jack's was right here.
So it was child size.
Yes, a man, one of the investigators came in here and was measuring it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to lie. The reason why I wanted you guys to come here and do the interview here is to show you exactly where everything took place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And to show people that this is what happened. All the stuff that people, all the rumors and accusations about us murdering the kids and burying them on the property, this place has been searched thoroughly. The well has been checked, the septic tank, all the barns were searched. My RV was searched 3 times. The trailer was searched.
1 second, guys. I'm having a little camera problem. 2 seconds. So sorry about that. I still find it very strange that she was fighting them on them looking in her trailer that day. I find that very strange. Angels, Mama, good to see you, Mamacita. Thank you so much. How you doing? She's so thrilled to run around doing the show and tell. She sounds a little overexcited. Mm-hmm. Yes. You know, one thing I would be interested in, we were talking about this in Dr. Vanna's chat the other day. I would love to hear Daniel's childhood story. If he was truly honest about it, right? I would love to hear his childhood story. I mean, can you imagine being raised by Janie and Earl? I mean, that's got to be a colorful childhood, if you ask me. Oh, really, Retro? I bet you it's beautiful. Hey, CZ.
This whole place was searched. If they want to come back and search again, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, because Daniel says he's 100% sure that they're nowhere around there. I mean, I wouldn't go on her property. Look at those shoulders. They will. She's a big woman. She'd fuck me up. I'm telling you that right now.
You've talked about drones flying over your property. You've
Yes.
talked about cars driving down the road and
Yes.
slowing down. What's that been like?
I'm scared to go out sometimes in my own property. I mostly stay around back here. And if I do go out front for anything, I usually have my head down because I don't want people to see who I am. That is me myself. It's not because I'm hiding from anybody.
Well, if you don't want people to see, you're certainly hiding. That's what hiding. Fuck what I do. That's what hiding is. That's what hiding is you better clutch pearls, baby. Janie, she's got strapping shoulders. Muscle. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Do appreciate you very, very much. I will be back later tonight, probably 11 Eastern, 2 hours from now. We're going to be talking about hopefully some new stuff out of the Summer Wells case. So join us then. Much love to each and every one of you. Thank you to my mods, members, everyone here. Thank you all so much. If you're watching this, God bless you. Justice for Jack and Lilly Sullivan. Happy birthday, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And Daniel Malaya. Tell the truth. The truth will set you free. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.